or tree of life is this is the tree of life. So he is to be awakened within you. That's the main point that he said, that somebody will come and awaken it so that you will know my Father forever. Now, which one of the institutions which are running in the name of our Lord Jesus and also united all the ghosts of the world? All kinds of fake gurus are there. All kinds. They have no discrimination of any kind. I was so amazed, Christ. He was not so diplomatic, I should say, because the way he lashed at these people, and then he said, if they are hot, we can manage them. Means if they are hot, means they are cold. And it works. That's a mantra. At the time when the center is getting, because Krishna is a collective being, Allahu Akbar means the same. You have to put your fingers into ears and say Allahu Akbar. Realize souls. And you get the Kundalini rising. You can see the pulsation of the Kundalini at the triangular bone. You can see the rising of the Kundalini. You can chop that is to be done, and now it is done. That is done now en masse. It has to be done. It was to be done. It was promised. Here I find people don't want to go down, come up, go down. I said, what sort of people? 4 years. Can you imagine? In India I go for 3 months and I get thousands. Is it that there are very few who are going to be saved? As told by John, he said, only few. And when he came, they gave him the Rolls Royce, imagine. And they said he's a perfect master. There is no pure intelligence left in the mind to understand that how can you get spirit for this nonsensical Rolls Royce. They are running after such horrible things, like horrible another thing that somebody is trying to teach you how to fly. The intelligent people. Yesterday I told you that you are placed. The most important place in the universe is the heart. England is the heart of the universe. And the heart is lethargic. What can I do? You have to tell me, what am I to do? To pump this heart into reality. There are seekers, I would not say there are, that this is what William Blake has told you, that the prophets are going to be in this country, that the God of men are going to become prophets and they are going to have the power to make others prophet. That is Sahaja Yoga. There's nothing else but this. He has promised so many things. He has even described the house where I live. He has described the house that we are occupying now, exact position. He has just blessed that. May God bless you. Luckily, we have a very good standard created out of this. After all, Blake has mentioned Derbyshire very strongly, recommended it. But what I find today when I went for a drive, there's a lot of black magic on. People are indulging into how they are prospering here. May God give you strength.
Have you seen God yourself?
Why do you ask this question? Are you authorized to ask that question? First you see your spirit and then we'll talk about it. A little child won't go and talk to a king and slap him on the face, will he? Is he supposed to do that? We must know our boundaries, our maryadas. Especially Indians must know. I'm surprised sometimes to ask such a question like that. Have you seen God? Whether I have seen it or not, why should I tell you? But what is he saying?
Leave it. Any other questions, or you all like the experience?
I mean, what a question it is. Have you seen or not?
Okay, everyone slip their shoes off, feet on the floor, and just simply rest your hands on your lap.
अपनी मर्यादाएं तक नहीं रह गई.
Would you like the other microphone, or this okay?
And you should get it. That's your right. This is a bank, I should say, and I have to sign your checks. That's all. If you get your check signed, that's all. Finished. That's my relationship with you. I'm not going to tell you about myself to get crucified again. Christ tried to tell something about himself, and they crucified him. Now, if I tell him, of course, I know about God. So also I say, but don't judge. Don't judge that great country. Once I was going to India with my husband and told him, you have touched our country. He said, how do you know? I said, see the vibrations. The whole country is vibrating. The atmosphere is vibrating. He said, really? I said, you go and ask them. I sometimes feel, what have they done to what we had? We have such a tremendous heritage. You are just a shoot. You are just the outside. You are the tree. We are the roots. You can't live without us. We are your roots. And these roots I see, I can't understand.
Have we failed? What has gone wrong with all of us? Whatever way the human beings have moved, in whatever direction they have tried to achieve something, the whole thing has recoiled on the whole humanity and has destroyed it. One must stop at this point and witness the boat to be steady. The reason is we are not trying to find out what's wrong with us. Is something which is a power. A power that is looking after us. The power of grass. You cannot. Can you? What is love of God? Love of God is a power. It's an all-pervading power. It's the subtle power which decides in all the elements, in all the molecules, in all the atoms. The vibrations that you see, say, in a sulfur dioxide, when you see the isometric movement, you have not tried to find it out. How can you say there is no God? Only because in your small little brain you have conceived an idea that there is no God. So secondly, you have to have an open mind to understand God's love. A very open mind. Open mind like a student who goes to the university or maybe something mythical. Let us keep it as a hypothesis. Now I say that there is God, and I say that His love is all pervading. All the great saints, incarnations, prophets, all the great religions have said this. I am not saying it for the first time. I am only here to prove, you might have read a lot, but you have had no experience of God. You have never felt His love. Then one must, this darkness has to go away, and for the